A local filmmaker is honoring the life of what is a woman who's called Eugene's very own Mother Teresa. The project follows Sister Margaret Graziano around the Lane County Jail where she volunteers. Sister Margaret has been bringing art to the prison system for the past 36 years.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Dan Buchwald with the Lane County Sheriff's Office. I've had the unique opportunity to work with Sister Margaret on numerous occasions over the 21 years that I've been here. Sister Margaret has always had the ability to bring out the good in everybody. The positive influence that she has demonstrated, that she's reflected with these inmates, that she's made them look inside themselves and find what's good and realize where do they truly want to be and how do they get there.
My favorite subject to teach through the years has been art. I do believe that everyone is an artist. The inmates use art as a way of expressing their inner feelings, and often they write and tell you exactly what it does for them.
If it were not for the encouragement of people like Sister Margaret Graziano and her supplying me with paper, I'm not sure I would have continued to try. Thank you. Teddy Lee Souden.
Who's gonna be here when I fall? When I've hit the ground and find that I'm not 10 feet tall, who's gonna wipe the dirt away? The beauty to hold my head and help me through another day. Oh, through another day. All I'm asking for is forgiveness.
That was Curtis then. This is Curtis now.
In March of 2003, I was convicted of negligence homicide for killing my best friend in a hunting accident. I went to Lane County Jail and stayed there for 2 months while I was being prosecuted and ready to go to OSP. At that time, I was staying in a single-man solitary cell. Right before I was shipped, I was taken down to a 15-man pod. At that time, I got to meet a few people, and it was kind of nice to actually talk to a couple of inmates and share some stories. A few different gentlemen that had heard my story wanted to pray with me and mentioned Sister Margaret. I had a brief time to pray with her, and I was just blown away by her peacefulness. Another gentleman in that 15-man pod, his name was Kevin Briggs. We met, and he showed me an extensive amount of his artwork. I was blown away by what he could do with a small graphite pencil. Scenery, lighthouses, beautiful 50s gas stations, all from memory. One of these lighthouses stood out to me. It was a Coquille lighthouse. It was where my wife and I had been married. Kevin let me know that he could go ahead and send a small postcard because Sister Margaret had actually made them for him, and then later on send me a larger picture. I never stayed in touch with Kevin when he went to federal penitentiary, but I know that Sister Margaret had received a lot more of his works. I know how grateful he was for having that extra help when he didn't have his family. I'd like to say thank you, Sister Margaret, for all your work that you've done with hundreds of us, and for Kevin and I both. God bless you.
Kevin Briggs was originally placed in solitary confinement for 23 hours a day. During this period, he produced one drawing in his cell each day. Kevin Briggs's affiliation with Sister Margaret was brief. However, many other students choose to continue to communicate with Sister Margaret after being released from the Lane County Jail or being transferred to another facility. These two original works of Native American art are by a former inmate student who is currently serving time in California and still corresponds with Sister Margaret after 20-plus years. There are incredible stories that span not only decades, but continents. These images are produced by another former student of Sister Margaret. In an unbelievable turn of events, this convicted criminal fundamentally changed his life and devoted himself to a cause touching the lives of people in Africa, Europe, and the United States. The innovation of some inmates as they work with limited materials to create art is astounding. Sister Margaret taught her students that a pencil in hand can also be a therapy to the mind, by not only creating art, but also while crafting words. The following poetry and artwork, all created by different inmates at different times, share common themes of despair and regret. Life can be very distant, far away, unattainable. For me, life is all, and yet nothing. I have seen the stars pass, my lifelong dream. I cried. Dreams pass by as rapid shooting stars in a horizon of emotion. The light of life shattered into a prism of thought. Help me, I cried. A chance to help, a chance to grow. These, dear sister, are the seeds you sow. The many years you walked the halls, tending needy souls within the walls, sharing pride in their accomplishments, your words inspiring confidence. You hear the frustrations and see the tears, the whispered hopes and mortal fears. You're a friend to the forgotten kind. You show them no man's left behind. The artwork and written word we have shown thus far is only a small selection of the volumes of material that Sister Margaret has accumulated over the years. Sister Margaret has devoted 36 years to furthering the interest of rehabilitation through the application of correctional art programs. Her belief in the innate goodness of people and in the possibility of redemption for all has aided her in her work and allowed her to touch the lives of thousands of inmates. Our intent is to create a compelling documentary that will raise awareness about Sister Margaret's work and the incredible impact she has had and continues to have in our prison system. If you agree that Sister Margaret's story deserves to be told, and you wish to honor her life of service, we ask you for your participation. Any financial assistance on your part will bring us closer to achieving this recognition of Sister Margaret's accomplishments. Thank you for your consideration.